Hi there, this is Stephanie again, and here is another video in my 30-day video series, which is called Get Seen, Get Known, Get Paid, a 30-day video series to help you step into the online spotlight where your ideal clients will finally be able to see you and say yes to working with you. And in today's video, I want to talk about blogging and syndication. And starting with blogging, my advice is that you should be blogging regularly, at least once per week. Of course, you should have a website, and the website should have a blog on it, and you should be sharing content on that blog at least once per week. And here's why, which I've mentioned in a previous video, is that your advertising currency is content marketing in a service-based business if you don't have the budget of a Fortune 500 or 100 company. So sharing content is key, and the home base for your content should be on your own blog, and you should be doing this at least once per week. And that's the way for you to share your expertise, so that whenever anyone visits your website, they always have relevant and current content to view. And you can also share the information from your blog directly to your e-zine, which you should also be sending out at least once per week to your email list. Now, the idea or the next step after you do your blog is to get it seen. And so you may have your subscribers who are going to see it by way of your e-zine, but you also want to expose that blog to persons who may not already be following you, persons who may not already be on your list, so that you can draw them into your neck of the woods and get them on your list and get them plugged into you, especially if they're prospective clients, so that they can see what you have to offer and potentially work with you down the line. So that's where the syndication comes in. You want to make sure you're sharing it in as many places as possible. So I'm going to give you a few ideas on how you can syndicate your blog. Number one is to share it on your Facebook fan page. No brainer. Share the actual link to your blog post. Another way, because sometimes when you share links on Facebook, your Facebook fan page, Facebook doesn't rank it very high in the newsfeed, and so it still doesn't get seen. So another way is to share the actual blog on your Facebook page, the actual content, the entire content from your blog on your Facebook page. Or if you can break that down into the main points and let persons know that they can visit your blog for the full post. You also can share it on Pinterest, sharing the photo or make up a photo that has, say, one key tip in text on the photo from your blog post, or the main key, or even the title, and then have a link to that blog post directly going to your blog. So when this person clicks on the Pinterest post, they go directly to your blog from there. You want to also make sure that you're syndicating your blog on your Twitter profile. And you can do this, of course, the moment you do the blog post, just post it to Twitter. And you can also do a syndication component there with Twitter as well, using a plugin. And I'm going to share a link to that plugin below. I can't remember the name right now, but I believe it's called Tweet Later or something like that, where you can set up Twitter to republish your blog posts on Twitter every 3 hours, every 4 hours, or whatever interval that you set. So your blog content will always be going out to Twitter. Another way that you can share it is in your email signature. Have a link to your website and say, go ahead and check out my recent blog posts here. And just post the link to your actual blog. So if in my case, it would be stephanietreasure.com/blog, and whatever is your recent post, it will show there. You can also use a tool called WiseStamp. That's wisestamp.com, WISESTAMP.com. And they have a feature where you can actually, once you install it onto your email signature, it will always show your recent blog post, so people can go directly to that blog post. You can syndicate your blog posts on Instagram by sharing the actual photo to that corresponds with that particular blog post, and a link to that as well. You can share it in Facebook groups, the actual content of the blog, because you may not be able to share links in all your Facebook groups. Or you can break up that content and share it in bite-sized pieces at different intervals on your Facebook group. And even the very same thing with Twitter. You can share bite-sized pieces or tweetable parts or tweetable points from your blog post on Twitter with a link to the blog post from there. So those are just a few ways that you can syndicate your blog and make sure that it gets seen by people and you get that traffic coming into your blog on a regular basis, where persons will have the opportunity to sign up to your email list and to see what you're doing, and also to possibly inquire about working with you. So that's my tip for today in today's video of my 30-day video series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.